Hey everyone, what is going on? It's the Patient Hodler coming at you with another live stream, and in this one we want to speculate a little bit together. We want to look at a lot of news, and yeah, we want to have a little bit of a good time and run through a lot of information, and I hope I can get through with everything in 1 hour, because last time I had so many good stuff, good quality sources that I couldn't even show because I was still a little bit ill from the plague. But now, first day that I tested negative, and I'm quite good, back in the game already. Welcome. Smash up the likes and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, but most importantly, smash up the like. The 8 people that we have in here so far, and I will just pull up what I have planned for today. So here it is. It's a little bit more because I found some very interesting stuff while I was browsing through Twitter. Moinsen. Yeah, JST is in the house. Welcome. So we are having some speculation about the spicy end of the month today that people have talked about or the Veve team has talked about in the AMA. We are going to go into sport NFTs, and I have pulled out of that AMA, listening to it a 3rd time, and please don't make me listen to it a 4th time. I've pulled out some parts that we can speculate over. And then also there's still this rumor with Disney and the Metaverse, and people are scared. And then Recur and FUD, and people are scared about that as well, because I don't know why, but a lot of the Veve fam and OMI homies, they are scared about a lot of things. Like each time that someone comes out and says we are going to build a Metaverse, some people are saying that's it. That's it for Veve and the Veveverse and the Veve team. So they get scared. And then we talk a little bit about why we don't have seen or have not seen an OMI exchange listing yet. But how is everyone going? I see some people are in the room. So hey everyone, and welcome again. But let's start off with some quick news while people are getting in here. First of all, I want to thank my rare hodlers, my Patreons, and I have a little announcement for you. I hope some of you are already here in the room, because I'm going to do a little Patreon giveaway in the next days. So check your inbox in Patreon. And if you are not a patron yet, but you want to become one, there are still 5 sub 10 minutes on my outro screen or in this list available for Patreons. Hey, Stanley, what's going on? Let's go. Yeah, let's go. How are you doing? So check your inbox if you are one of those Patreons, because in the next days, I'm going to give away some stuff within the Patreons. As always, my information that I'm putting out in the live streams will be free. Hey, Simon, what's going on? Hey there. Hope you're doing fine. So I will not put a financial barrier onto information whatsoever. So everything that I do on the lives, there are no pre-watch videos or newsletters or special pump and dump groups or stuff like that. Patreon is only if you want to support me, great. If you want to have some of these little benefits, then also great. And if not, you're always very welcome here. So just to keep that updated, the migration on Gate.io is still not done. Be aware where you send your OMI tokens, because Bitforex has 2 OMI addresses, a GoChain address and another one. If you haven't swapped your tokens yet, make sure you do it on the official swap site. And if you're not having them locked at the moment in the swap on Gate.io or OKX, and don't fall for a scam site. I've shown last live stream that there are scam sites out there that try to look official, but they're not. So please double, triple, quadruple check that you are swapping through the right site. Then there is a little update on the banned account topics. And as you can see here, this is an email. This email is from my cousin. And he got this email 14 days ago saying, hey, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for your patience. After further review by our technical team, the decision has been taken to release your account. So everyone who said, hey, you have used a bot, it's proven wrong. They have decided to release his account. The problem is they haven't yet. Even though they wrote to him that he's innocent, his account is still disabled. And it's already 2 weeks since then, and back and forth with the support. He just can't log in. So they are having a hard time to get people's accounts back. But as it seems, accounts are coming back over the time. Yo, Luigi, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. And I'm just getting over with some quick news here before we go into the real good topic and speculation topic about what might be coming in the end of the month. So, excuse me while I'm still coughing. Then we had this here, and sorry, there's a question first. Simon says or asks, so if I recently bought OMI on Bitforex, they could be ones from the Go chain. Yes, it could be. You have to check whether those are the Go OMIs or the ERC20 OMIs, because apparently Bitforex is the only exchange that supports both of them still. I don't know. I'm not quite sure if you can buy Go OMI still, but I think you can, and you should just take a look which one it is, and just make sure that you buy the ERC20 OMI right away. Okay. So this is one of the first in so-called FUD news. So basically, oh, that's a little bit small. So basically, couple of weeks ago, they came out here with a news article that is basically saying Disney is hiring an NFT expert to lead its efforts into the space. And everyone's like, oh my God, they're hiring a Metaverse NFT expert, so they are going to abandon Veve and everything will go to hell and whatever. So this is basically the fear of people. And now BBC came out and says Disney appoints executive to oversee the Metaverse strategy. So they are going into a Metaverse, but I can tell you, or this is only like 13 hours ago, so this is brand new. And so let's read it here real quick. Disney has appointed an executive to specifically lead the entertainment of giant strategy for the Metaverse. So this Mike White is going to be the new guy for the next years to oversee that shift of Disney into the Metaverse. So they are basically saying technology giants have been moving into that. So we know Facebook has been moving, Microsoft has been moving into that, and Disney has to catch that wave as well. So they are moving into the Metaverse. And so they are saying here, it's a perfect place to pursue our strategic pillars of storytelling excellence, innovation, and audience focus. Mr. White will become Disney's Senior Vice President for Next Generation Storytelling and Consumer Experiences. In the newly created role, he will allocate resources, explore partnerships, and encourage knowledge sharing on the Metaverse, the company said. And it's clear that Veve cannot be the sole and only supplier for Metaverse, because they are going to want to build out AR, VR technology for the Disneyland, so that you can, for example, use goggles and just jump into the experience there, where real life Donald Duck walks up to you. And clearly that could be a collectible that is animated, but a whole show, like a whole 3D immersive movie, that is something that Veve can and will not build directly for Disney. And I don't think that those things here exclude, like Disney moving into Metaverse strategy of their own doesn't exclude. I think it's beneficial for Veve, because they will include 3D animated collectibles, golden moment collectibles. They will include Veve as somewhat of a metaverse store for their collectibles. So I think overall this should be more bullish for Veve, also considering the fact that Veve is continuing to put out Disney collectibles, as we've seen right now with the golden moments. And that basically means they're sticking with their strategy with Veve, and they are not moving away from Veve, but they're building their own stuff as well. Yo, AJH, what's going on? I hope you have already seen the beginning here. If not, later you could see the beginning when I basically said that I will do a little giveaway for my Patreons. So happy to do a little raffle between you guys that are supporting me since months already. So thank you for that. And I was just jumping into the Jake's the chickens here that are screaming that Disney is going to build their own way. So far to the Disney stuff, because I just think that it's great for Disney, and Disney is growing, I think, somewhere. Yeah, here they say it. They also announced that its Disney Plus streaming service had added 11.8 million subscribers in the last 3 months, and that they have moved or surpassed pre-pandemic numbers also in theme parks and in Disneyland. That's also somewhere here in the article. After the video, when it's rendered, I will look at this as well. Bunch of empty alpha ATM always seems louder when the market is having a retrace. Yeah, exactly. So I think MTL, the problem is that they are a little bit of over announcing, and then they cannot deliver it on it from the Veve team, because I think there were some tweets from the beginning of 2021, almost 1 year ago, when they said that MTL would come in Q2. Now it comes 1 year later, but still in the end it doesn't matter, because there will be always a way to get cash for your collectibles, and you don't want to sell them anyways. So if you hold on to golden moments and you see these numbers, Disney collectibles will only become more and more popular, and the first ones will be always the first ones. Doesn't matter if Disney decides in 5 years to move away from Veve, you will be holding like the first of all of those Disney NFTs, and doesn't matter what any wax founders has to say about that. So, but that's my take on the Disney metaverse thing. I think it's great because Disney can bring Veve into their metaverse in some point and bring them to millions and millions of users. And I think that's great for the app. That's great for everyone involved, and it's great for everyone that already holds Disney NFTs. I hold a Golden Homer, I hold the Avengers and Iron Man set, and I think that's about it. So the others I didn't pick up, but some of you have a lot of those Disney NFTs, and congratulations to everyone who does. So then the next, so I can already, I will leave that open, so in case that I can come back to this. So then I just wanted to show this here. This is big news for NFTs. The New York Stock Exchange wants to do the same things for NFTs and cryptocurrencies as it does for stocks. So whether you hold NFTs on OpenSea, some Bored Apes, Crypto Punks, whatever, or Silly Sheeps, doesn't matter, because this is big for all NFTs, or if you are holding the Veve NFTs. So they are basically saying here, the New York Stock Exchange wants to launch a marketplace for NFT and cryptocurrency trading. And I think that's all you need to know, because that means crypto NFTs, they are getting a whole lot of new exposure. And we have seen that Wall Street, that New York Stock Exchange is all over crypto right now. We have seen that in the tech sell-off because of the crisis right now, that there is so much Wall Street capital in crypto right now that the sell-offs are pretty heavy. So if they discover NFTs, you know what's going to happen with the price, right? And then one more general news before we jump into the next topic. After years of hating on crypto, Warren Buffett just invested 1 billion into a crypto bank. And that crypto bank is like a crypto and lending bank. It's called New Bank in South, I think it's from Brazil. And they just dumped a lot, like 1 billion they bought shares. So that's what Warren Buffett does. He doesn't buy directly these assets. He always buys shares. Instead of buying gold, he buys gold miners. Instead of buying Bitcoin or some tech, he obviously claims that he doesn't understand. He just buys shares of whatever that stuff is that he doesn't understand. So he buys what he understands, and that is a bank, for example. So he is heavily involved in the fiat money system. That's why he said that Bitcoin is red poison. So it doesn't seem to be red poison after all. And I mean, you got to cut him some slack as well, because the guy is like 100 years old already. And when he was young, I think there wasn't even a telephone with buttons. So he said he doesn't invest in things that he doesn't understand. Now he has found a secondary way to Bitcoin, and I think that is bullish overall, right? Oops, sorry about that. So the next FUD part that I want to address here is that people are running around like headless chickens and screaming that Recur is going to steal the show of Veve, or is somewhere out there to destroy Veve. And the reason why they do that is because Recur has such a big list of people that they want to hire. And I don't know why this FUD is so strong right now at Chiliz. Maybe because the market is temporarily down, and we will come to that in a second. But as you can see here, Recur, somewhat a competitor of Veve, or at least they say, they are hiring like associate director, community managers, custom experience, engineering staff, like a huge list for gaming, marketing. They are saying that they are going to produce a metaverse and so on and so forth. So they have like 100 of different slots here where you can become someone on Recur. But I don't know why this is fudding people, or why this is so scary to people, because if they still have to hire all of these people and onboard these people, that's going to take a whole lot of time. This is like Facebook giving a 5-year time horizon for the 10,000 people in Europe to build that metaverse, right? So even if they're hiring all of that, I don't know why there is so much FUD. And I don't know if you can see that here, but they're trying to hire that. Yo, straight OMI homie, what's going on? What is happening? I'm just trying to get rid of a little bit of that Recur FUD. So Recur has a pass as NFTs. 70,000 have been minted. There will be not more. And they have 2 bigger brands, as I can see, like Hello Kitty and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And somehow they have Star Trek, but we know the first Star Trek collectibles are already on Veve, so it's not too big. And yeah, that's about it. Some university sports teams. So, and phase 2 coming soon. This is written since 3 months here. So that's basically what Recur has. And there is an interesting story that I want to tell you about this method of early access before we come to the question of straight OMI homie. And this analogy that I want to bring to you is the one of, I have played a game, it was a MMORPG. Was it an MMORPG? I don't know. It was an MMO. So it was like this, you know, these Dota, League of Legends games, like 5 versus 5. You have to destroy the base of the others. It was called Heroes of New Earth. And Heroes of New Earth and League of Legends, they both more or less launched at the same time. But Heroes of New Earth had an early access pass, like you could buy the game, while League of Legends launched everything completely for free, and you would spend your money in the store. Now, in my opinion, and in a lot of people that played competitive, Heroes of New Earth was the better game. it was more exciting, it was better made to show competitive matches, it didn't matter, because they had these $20 to get in early, and they built up a huge barrier by doing that. So I see the same problem for Recur here as well, with the 70,000 Recur passes, that they are onboarding 70,000 people that get early access, and that's it. Because in the end, Heroes of New Earth doesn't exist anymore, basically. It was like with 20, 30,000 viewers in its early days on Twitch, like for a competitive match, and then it lost completely to Dota and League of Legends, because they didn't offer it for free for everyone, so that everyone could get in and get the early skins and start getting some points early. So you get my point. I see that Recur is committing the same big mistake as League of Legends. So I don't know what you think about, not as League of Legends, as Heroes of New Earth. And Veve is basically League of Legends, because it didn't matter when you discovered Veve, you could just go in and you can get drops. And if you come now, you can hit a comic for $6.99 and it's worth like 30 gems on the aftermarket. And in 1 month, it's like 60 gems, and you can just jump in and grab the next comic, the next collectible, the next whatever, and there will be new systems, and you can buy from the secondary markets. Like, you have the same chances as everyone. Here you need a free early access pass to get what? You don't know what you get. The only thing that Recur has ever brought out is this pass, right? So might be that they bring a super huge brand, and then 70,000 people are there to get that. And then the other people that come in late, they don't have the same chance, and people don't like this feeling of unfairness. That's why Veve is changing their drop system, just because of that as well, because people don't like unfairness. But so much on beating a little bit onto Recur. Straight Omi Homie asked, when do you think we get new exchanges? I think new exchanges are right around the corner, and I'm glad you asked that question, because I was actually looking up something about that part of FUD as well, and that is a whole article here from Coinbase itself, and it's about how to list an ERC20 token for the launch on Coinbase. And I was thinking, it cannot be that easy, because if it would be that easy, why didn't have Veve and Ecomi? I mean, everyone wants that coin with that community on their exchange, right? So basically they are saying the ERC20 standards has become a popular way to create digital assets and so on, yada yada. But you need to do some things. You need to have a verified source code. So it's not only you saying, okay, we are ERC20 now, you can list us. You have to have a verified source code. You have to have industry standard library use, limited scope for privileged roles, simple modular design, blah, blah, blah. So you have to do a lot of stuff to be listed on Coinbase, and that has a two-way road. So there will be meetings, there will be audits. You have to have certain standard audits. It's like, here's everything about the verified source code. I will, after rendering that video, after processing that video, I will link this article in the description below as well, so you can read it. So here's everything that you have to have. But what caught my eye was more like this. You have to have a simple modular design. You have to keep token-related functions minimal by separating the token contract from the rest of the protocol, reduce or eliminate external token dependencies, prefer to use fewer contracts to implement token. And I don't know how much that OMI utility program and that bridging to the OMI wallets and so on, how much smart contracts are already complicating things for Ecomi. And you have to have an external audit, and this external audit can only be done on the token functionality as it is right now. So after the migration of OMI to an ERC20 token, they have to perform this external audit, right? So they couldn't do it before because it was not on immutable before. So to ensure token is properly examined for vulnerabilities, blah, 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 yada, yada, you have to do this external audit. And then there's all the thorough documentation that has to be done and has to be delivered, and that has to be done, delivered, and proven together with every single exchange. And that is why I believe that there are some weeks still going into the future until they have all of that. I mean, we see that Gate.io hasn't even performed the swap yet because of Chinese New Year and so on. So probably there will be some more weeks going into March until we get the first exchanges announced. So that's why DW also says, I think by late March, latest, of course. Yeah, we don't know how much, but really read through that article. I think it's too much to read it all here, but you get the idea, right? So Solidity version designed for Ethereum virtual machine. So there's a lot of technological stuff, and I'm from my 9-to-5 profession. I'm a sales guy. I'm not a programmer, so I don't understand half of this, but maybe you do. And there are test suites that you have to do. So basically, they're concluding here, although anyone can create a boilerplate ERC20 token with relative ease, implementation can vary greatly in complexity and security. By developing tokens with these security best practices in mind, the path towards building an open financial system becomes much safer. At Coinbase, we look forward to embracing new technology and listing innovative blah, blah, blah. So this is what Coinbase put out there. And probably there are more things to that they not necessarily put out there, but they will be assessing a lot around the OMI token at the moment. So Familie de Brakeler-Glelens, okay, I've completely fucked that up, that name probably, but says, I like your stream, or I like the stream, and I like that you are here. And if you haven't done it yet, please like the stream. Everyone hit the like button. This helps me a lot to put that stream out there. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. Tap the bell and so on, that you always get notified when I put out a stream here or a video. So that is basically it. Let's come quickly to Veve. So they have announced a new comic, and this comic is not whatever comic. It's a #1 release, and it features the all sides favorite Miles Morales. And I hope some of you have gotten the comic today. I didn't. I've not gotten any comics since the Cravens one of the Cravens. I don't remember which one. And so they have announced this one for Friday. So if you can grab one of these, because Miles Morales is one of the most favorited Spider-Mans in the scene, in the comic collector scene. So you should be, sorry, this is still a little bit small. Now you can see it better. And the funny thing is that they have the next one complaining about being banned already here. So they really have to get that sorted out and get people's accounts back. Sorry, I'm still coughing because of the after effects of that stupid plague. But I will get better. One more thing about Coinbase. So the real Randy Chavez has put that out here, and he has said, he has brought this screenshot about a guy named Singh, 100 million deal with multi-billion-dollar NFT app Veve, came about when he DM'd founder David Yu on Instagram, door to door, blah, blah, says Singh how he got there. So he is basically the guy behind Rewind Collective. And so they are saying here, Veve and Amar have a multi-year collaboration to promote and release works from minority, diversity, and women in art. Yu says, I believe art is one of the best vehicles to connect artists and collectors emotionally. Art connects culture and removes any barriers in between. Damn right. So during the month of March, Veve will be releasing our second collaboration to celebrate Women's Month with multiple releases in the Veve app. And then someone put this under this, and this is where it becomes interesting. And they're saying here, give a warm welcome to our newest partners, activist Amar Singh and the artist at Rewind Collective. Their mission centers awareness and dialogue on gender minority imbalances in the art world with a strong focus on championing women LGBT+ communities. Okay, so Coinbase NFT Place is putting the guy out there as well that is already working with Veve. And someone commented correctly here, this is interoperability between Veve, Immutable, Coinbase, and NFTs becoming very obvious. And I think so too. I think everything will be interlinked, intertwined in the future. And well, I think that is very, very interesting, even though this is a, let's say, minor artist or minor licensing, but it's still very interesting that they are coming to Coinbase and at the same time are working with Veve or continuing to work with Veve. Yo, Vitimon, what's up? You are not missing any streams. So you're saying, I know you're based in Germany. I just read that you are taxed on NFT sales within Veve, even though you can't cash out. That sucks. Well, I have a simple strategy to that for Germany, and everyone who's German would be interested in that. I will just hold more than 1 year, because every token, every crypto holding, as far as I know in Germany, that you hold 1 year becomes tax-free. So I will just keep holding my NFTs and not sell them anywhere. And the little bit of flipping that I did probably is not interesting to any taxation events. So most of it I just bought or got it on the drop, and I just keep hodling it. I think in summer the grails from the first Marvel comic are becoming 1 year old, and then I can sell them however I want. That's at least what I know about taxation right now. But when it comes to a point where they are worth millions, then I will just hire a tax guy or something like that, and then we will see, because I think that really could be the case. Now let's come to our favorite topic here, and that is a little bit of speculation. So yesterday I have put out a Chiliz video, and I know you guys want only the OMI videos, but there are some things from the AMA that could hint towards a possible collaboration between Ecomi and Chiliz, and it's really on a long shot. It's just a speculation, but I've prepared some videos here for you guys. We could just listen to those quickly together. It's from the AMA, so what they said. So let's start right off, first of all, with the question of OMI Kid, and we're listening to that. It only takes a minute, so and I will put on the phones here and look at it together. It only takes a minute what his question was, so that we are all on the same page to discuss afterwards.
The end of February is looking pretty spicy, y'all. So, you know,
super spicy. Super spicy. It's going to be fun.
I will talk to you later. Thank you, everybody, for joining
thanks,
us.
man. Catch you
Appreciate
soon.
it.
Hope. Sorry, that was not his question. Can you just let me know quickly if you were able to hear that within the video, or was it on mute, that video? Would be very interesting. And then I play the correct one, because that one was only if February is being spicy or not. So please let me know in the chat real quick if you could hear that, so I don't bore you with a muted 1-minute video. Okay, so thank you for answering that. So you were able to hear that. Good. Now I'm going to play the right one.
Sid the OMI kid.
Afternoon, gentlemen. Just want to say great job on the swap and everything. And to Rev, I got to say horns up, go Rams. And
Yeah.
I got
Scott.
a win question for you. When can we expect some sports stuff? I know a lot of us expected the NFL, and I guess something went through with that last summer. But what are your thoughts on sports things coming up?
Yeah, so we are going to be expanding on our sports category. We want to make sure that when we do roll this out, we do have, a good offering and a good plan for the next coming years. So this year, you can absolutely expect some sports category to open up. It obviously is a massive area of fandom, and there's a lot of collectibles and collectible content in that area. Obviously people wanting to support their favorite teams, etc. So just watch the space. Where it's a huge category, along with superheroes, anime, and sports is a really big one that we will 100% be tackling.
Okay, so the guy, I mean, you heard it. The guy came in and asked about the sports NFTs, and he was referring to something that has been more or less leaked about the NFL in the last year. And I'm going to display that here quickly again. And that was this one. This is a screenshot, and I will prove it to you. This is a screenshot of the Veve app back in last summer, where there was an NFL player there on the bottom left, as you can see. And basically, so this is from the archive of the 3rd of August of the official Veve site. And there you could see that NFL player basically as an animated collectible. And this Ecomi data channel has also put that out and just shown how this collectible looks in real life, and provided also a screenshot where on the official Veve.me site, it was basically saying that they are coming out with Monster Hunter, NFL, DC collectibles, Star Wars, Star Trek, Jurassic Park, Fast and Furious, Back to the Future, Ultraman, Superman, and 50 more. But so basically they were already mentioning that, and then it somehow got lost in all the brands that we have already seen. But we have seen most of them already. DC Collectibles have, since then, they have launched DC Collectibles. They have launched Star Trek Collectibles, Ultraman. They have launched a ton of these licenses that they are mentioning here, and somehow this got lost. But when this guy asked about the sports collectibles, then he remembered me of this. And basically what we're saying now in the AMA is that they have a plan for the coming years regarding sports, that it is a massive area of fandom, and that people want to support their favorite teams. Now, which brings me back to Chiliz. Because let's imagine that Veve wants, let's just imagine Veve wants to bring out sports NFTs. The problem for Veve would be that they have to sign the contracts with every player's manager, because the players of soccer teams, of football teams, of whatever team of the sports out there has to sign a specific contract with a player, because the player gets managed, has a manager, is his own brand, and he only has a sports contract to play for a specific team, but his brand rights are usually his own. So Neymar has his own brand rights. Sergio Roberto, I'm naming the ones that I associate already with Veve, but Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever guy from American football, baseball players, cricket players in India, whoever you want to name, they have their own rights. So they would have signed contracts with Veve all the way. But what if you would have a partner that is not only partnered with the teams, but also has very good connections to specific players and very good involvement and ties to the whole scene? So that could be Chiliz. And as we have seen, there were some hints into the direction of Chiliz already, and it becomes more when you look at this. So what is Chiliz? If you don't know Chiliz, I've put out a video yesterday about the whole project of Chiliz, because Chiliz isn't originally born as a sole and true NFT project. Chiliz is a project for fan tokens where you can buy of your favorite team if it's already partnered with Chiliz on the site socios.com. Socios.com is the site for Chiliz, where you can buy these fan tokens, and according to the fan tokens, you can participate in polls. So that means when you have the Club Atlético Independiente, which I think is from Uruguay, if you own the fan tokens, then you can take part in decisions regarding your team, how the new jersey should look. Let's look at some of this here. So here they are wanting their fans to decide how the new stadium entrance where the players come out should look like. Or, for example, PSG lets their fans decide a message for the captain's armband here. Or Juventus wants to change the new goal celebration song. Galatasaray wants to choose a new warm-up song, and so on. They want it to choose the new team bus design. So by having all these tokens, these fan tokens, that's what Chiliz is all about, to bring fan engagement and to monetize fan engagement for the different clubs, right? Yo, Baptist Charles, what's going on? And I will come to my point here in a second. Oliver saying the Ecomi team have been suspiciously quiet since the token migration. Yes, they have, but we had an AMA, to be fair, and we had the Disney Golden Moments drop, but I think they are buried until the head in all that banned account stuff and in the new exchange listings. So yeah, we know that they have scaling problems, to be fair. But I will leave this up here so you can see. Actually, so this is so West Coast guys also agreeing, but this is what Chiliz is all about. Okay, so what Chiliz also has is a token hunt. So they have somewhat an augmented reality game where you can hunt fan tokens. They have a marketplace where you can kind of trade those tokens. They have all around badges and level ups and gamification. They have fan rewards where you can get like signed jerseys and so on. What they don't have, and now it becomes interesting, is they don't have an NFT place where they can launch the NFTs for all the different teams, fans, fan token clubs, and so on. So like animated player statues, if they want to offer that to their players, like the team could offer that connection through socios.com as a gateway so that they can launch that on Veve. Why is Veve the perfect partner, in my opinion, for that? Because there are a lot of retail people on Veve, and it is a perfect money printing machine. Like you drop, like let's say you drop Cristiano Ronaldo fully animated, ultimate animated, secret rare, 18,000 editions, 1 second gone, right? Let's say you drop whatever. Let's say you drop a player that no one knows, it will be gone in 1 second because the people will jump on that. So it could be that they are partnering. At least it doesn't have to be with football, but if we look at the Chiliz channel, there is a trailer here where they are basically announcing for summer 2022 that they are moving into the US. And when you look at this trailer, I'll just mute it because looking at it would be, sorry, I will pull that up here. So if you look at this trailer for the US, you have the, let me go back here just. So you have football, American football, MMA, Formula One, and so on. So they're moving into all of these US sports. And there's also the NFL involved. So this could be something that they want to do together with Ecomi and Veve. Could be. I don't know. It's just pure speculation, as I said in the beginning. Now, the whole speculation to me makes sense. And if we, I mean, there were, I mean, the symbol, I don't know if you know this, but the symbol of Chiliz is like red, is a chili, is a, I mean, as the name says. I think it's a good sign. Something is brewing, something big, hopefully. Yes. So I've been speculating before if it might be Pokemon TCG, because they are sunsetting the old trading card version, but they have been hinting towards Pokemon and then denying Pokemon and then hinting towards Pokemon. And to be fair, Alfred Kahn was on that AMA for the first time ever. So that is also very interesting. DW says, I agree. They're brewing something big, calm before the storm. Yes, and that is exactly why the market prices are so low and why there could be good pickups, because what if everyone is looking to that spicy end of month and they expect like sports NFTs or Pokemon or whatever big announcement to come. West Coast guy says, we need some upward price movement for OMI token. I'm not asking for $1, also just a few cents. Yeah, so let me just quickly finish the one with Chiliz because there was this one also in the AMA. I haven't shown it to you.
Okay, how spicy do we want to get here for the last 10 minutes or so?
Let's get at three level Chiliz.
3 level Chiliz out of 4?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so they were using the Chiliz, the spicy reference, actually twice. Once at this point and one time in the end of the AMA, which was basically saying that the end of February is going to be spicy.
The end of February is looking pretty spicy, y'all. So, you know,
Super spicy. Super spicy. It's going to be fun.
I will talk to you later. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thanks, man. Catch you
Appreciate
soon.
it.
There you have it again. I just wanted to show that one time again that they have been playing with this metaphor, with this, let's say, Chiliz. So it's a long shot. I mean, it doesn't have to happen, but I wanted to show this to you guys. So they are saying the end of the month is going to be super spicy, as Oliver recalls here. And I also like that. What will it be? What will it be? What will it be? Will it be Chiliz, which is super spicy? Will it be Pokemon TCG with Immutable X or something like that? Or will it be something completely different that we haven't heard about yet or quite yet? Which brings me to, sorry, that is not visible. Which brings me to what we already know of big verticals that they have confirmed already. So in the AMA, they have confirmed sports NFTs. We know that they have in the previous AMA confirmed gaming NFTs, which would be weapon skins, player characters, whatever you can imagine. So this is coming as well. And they have said that they are heavily working on licensing. So it would probably not come right now in the end of the month. Then car NFTs. We know that car NFTs are already confirmed because in order to win over the French community, they have partnered up with Citroën. And I think in that AMA, they also said they have something going on with GM. But we have seen that before Christmas, I think, and we have not seen the drops yet. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they wanted to just wait for exchange listings and everything to happen, and now they are working on that. But you see, the verticals are very, very spicy here. And there are anime NFTs also confirmed in the last AMAs. They said Japanese animation. First step was Peely, but they are probably going into the bigger brands. And I think Dan said that he cannot wait to bring his favorite animated NFTs onto the platform. So that would be probably something like Dragon Ball. And they have been playing around with Dragon Ball memes. So I think I think Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball, it's just a matter of time. But they also are big holders of the OMI token, so don't fall into despair about the OMI token price, because the OMI token price cannot move when there's no catalyst coming out, right? So we have to be very patient. And as you can see here, we have, since the last time in this wedge, come a little bit up here, but there is nothing. We don't have the exchanges. We don't have another big announcement or licensor. We have still 2 of the exchanges, all the tokens locked, so no one can buy and sell on those exchanges. So actually, we are at the moment only on 2 exchanges, Ascendix and Bit4x. Gate.io, I cannot sell even if I want to. I don't want to. And I cannot buy as well, even if I wanted to. And I want to, so I want to pick up more Ecomi. So this will basically move in a flat line, and maybe this wedge here will line up perfectly, because this wedge is basically ending with the upper trend line and the line coming above in the end of March. And usually the prices usually get squeezed as much until here some decision is being moved. And that could be either, okay, Russia invades Ukraine and then moves forward to invade Europe or something, then we would fall out here on the, because Bitcoin would crash, or we are exploding, and that's what I think will happen. I think we will move further until like end of February, beginning of March, and then we will have a decisive moment here, right? So I think that will be super, super spicy. Yo, man, those black peppers that you posted there, I think they will be really, really spicy. The token will really exact same time as last year at this rate. Yeah, I mean, that was a nasty, nasty drop that we had here. And I have made a while ago a video about Wyckoff accumulation and how whales manipulate the game and let people drop into despair. So that, I mean, you could still, from a technical perspective, you could get an A, B, C, you would come all the way back down and then go up here. But I don't see with which news we would be driven down here other than someone with a very, very big bag dump it all at once and drive us down into a wave to that level. But then you can expect me buying with everything I have. I will sell a kidney, all my shoes, everything that I have, and buy at this point. If I would get that chance again, man. But that's basically everything I have for today for speculation. And I don't know, let me think. If you watch this video afterwards, let me think what you think is going to come, is going to be the big banger in the end of this month. I'm surely looking forward to that. And also you should have some gems and money on the side, so you can, even if you miss out on a drop, that you can take profits and buy on the secondary market. So smash up the likes again if you haven't, subscribe to my channel, and share this stream if you like it. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, commas and zeros. Hope we see more zeros. Yeah, on the other side of the 1 of Ecomi. Thank you, DW. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, I say, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a spicy end of the month or second half of the month. Don't fall into despair. Everything is going according to plan. We will have that explosion. And yeah, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon, and see you in the next live stream.